Okie doke, here for real live. I'm gonna send out this tweet.
Hey, how's it going, DJ?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good. Let me make sure that that's muted and all that stuff. Everything needs to
At least I
load.
wasn't like Zach, so like, hello world. When I heard about that in the car, that was too funny.
Hello.
Hello world. There was only 5 people on. That's just funny to see.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Let's see. I'll be posted in the community that we're live as well, because I can do that right now, if that's the case.
I posted a couple minutes ago saying we were going live in like 10 minutes, but we can probably repost it.
All right. Yeah, let me repost that real quick. Bam. And we're live with another podcast.
So, have we ever actually hit our viewer cap before? Like, I think the most viewers we've had was like 40.
Yeah, I think we've had like 40. Like, I think it was even almost up to 60 because we had Sky.
Yeah, it was like 50-ish or 60-ish when Sky was on here.
Yeah.
We could definitely get it more. We just getting it publicized a little more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially once the game is out for Wii U, that's when we'll really be on the map. So
yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about how you guys are going to be running the Wii U version. You guys are going to be able to have discussions, probably character matchup knowledge, sharing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, speaking of which, I'd love to be like just to put in a little bit of character matchup knowledge if my Wii Fit training would be up to par.
That would be good. Yeah, I'm playing her a little bit, but you probably have more experience with her than I do, so that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, so now that we are that we're live, so welcome to another installment of the Norcal SM4SH. I am your host, oh hey DJ, as always, and I am with Norcal Nanners.
What's up? What's up?
I'm also here with Shingo, who's our special guest today.
Pleasure to be on. How's it going, guys?
And last but not least, and certainly not least, Scourge.
Hey guys.
Awesome. So the show was pretty, I guess it's going to be pretty straightforward today because we just had a tournament yesterday at Folsom Foundry, which was awesome. Awesome as always. And yeah, so we can kind of get into it. And I'll let James kind of lead the discussion on that. So go for it, sir.
Okay, sure. So first of all, thanks to everyone that came out to the Folsom Street Foundry. Just letting them know, specifically Showdown, know that people are interested in Smash 4 is a big thing. They definitely love the feedback that we gave about the stage list. Even though I didn't actually see any matches go to Tortimer Island, which was kind of funny. But other than that, it was a really great experience overall. And the funny thing was that a Melee veteran, a really great person, and a friend of mine, Jeff,
friend of ours, Silent
Spectre, Silent Spectre, he was saying how he hasn't really played the game, and yet he took first place. He went undefeated in the entire tournament, and the Melee veterans were just looking over his shoulder, watching what he was doing, and they were really hyped for the actual game. Just knowing that there were combos in the game, that Falcon was, you know, I won't say he was close to his Melee counterpart, but he was roughly there. And the fact that he could, you know, just go off the stage and Falcon Punch you, and he used Falcon Punch as a recovery. My mind was blown when he did it. He recovered with Falcon Punch. He could still up B.
Yeah, that had some good horizontal range.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really good, and it has fast recovery too.
Definitely.
That's ridiculous. I feel like I would have just gone on stage against that and got punched in the monkey face.
Right, exactly. The matches were great. There were a lot of people that did really well. For example, Crispy Tacos did really well with Robin. which
Yeah,
is a character that
shout-outs
some
to
people
Rob.
think that Robin is a little, a little too slow, and can't really do the damage that they want. But he showed me a different side of Robin, which was interesting. Another person who did really well was oh hey DJ.
Yeah.
He did really well, especially with Peach and that one character that I don't like talking about.
Oh, you don't like talking about Bay.
The hard
Bay.
counter.
The
The
hard
hard
counter.
counter Bay.
Which
Zero
which
Suit
bay? Oh,
Samus.
that bay. Should have
That
known.
We had some really good matches,
Waifu.
which hopefully, yeah, definitely his waifu. I was hoping to upload, but I didn't want to use the crappy phone to upload these. So
Yeah, a lot of people's been bashing us about that, just phone
Somebody
recording.
somebody posted about the ghetto records, but I mean it's all we got for now, and it works.
definitely
It's not even
is.
bad.
it
And
really
it-
isn't
it-
that bad.
Yeah, and let's just admit it. It's like it takes too long to actually get our DS equipped with the capture card technology, and by the time that it's done doing that, well, the Wii U version is gonna be out, and we all got capture cards already. So
Exactly.
Right.
Hey,
might as well
James,
just wait it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it takes what, like 3 weeks to.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
they're
happened?
really
Yeah.
behind on shipping them out right now. So by the time we were to get one, it would probably be after the Wii U came out. So it's like,
Yep.
yeah, it's crazy. I was gonna
Definitely.
say, James, somebody asked how was playing against Silent Spectre in tournaments since you got to play him in grand finals.
Well, I played him. The funny thing was, I was helping him get used to the game, so that was probably a bad idea since I was using a bunch of characters against him just so he can get familiar with them. Like I used Sheik against him. I used
Oh,
Zero
good
Suit
job.
Samus. Well, I mean, I was just trying to let him know that some of these characters that he's played against in Brawl and Melee were really
Yeah.
good, and they were all really viable. So
I think-
after
yeah.
practicing with him and then playing him in grand finals, oh man, he stomped my face. He killed me. He spiked me with up tilt, which I didn't know Captain Falcon could do.
Oh yeah, he
Um,
could definitely do that.
Yeah, every time I tried to trade with him, he would hit me with back air, and I would just die and fly off the stage at like 100. He did the 64 combo, which is it's like down throw to up air, up air, up air, up B,
Yep.
and I literally just put my system down and looked at him, and we were just laughing for a really long time. But yeah, Silent Spectre is amazing at the game. The things that he does, he's really good at reading people. So if you roll, he will read you. So eventually I had to just stop rolling and just be patient, and we would just stare at each other with forward smashes, and we would just laugh about how, he was actually amazed that I got really good at the game, so I thought that was a compliment. But then again, he still smashed my face in. And I tried to play Shulk against him, and that just wasn't happening. It's just like, I don't know what this character does, but I know that I can knee him.
Yeah. It's really interesting that you played with Sheik against Silent Spectre just to give him a better feel of the game. What better way to get a melee veteran such as Jeff and like play a character that he's obviously played multiple times in melee, and Sheik actually plays a little bit closer to her melee counterpart. So that was a good way to get him a proper feel. So he's been able to actually just take off from there. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I did play Meta Knight as well, and he went, "Why is Meta Knight so weak?" I actually killed him with side B, and then he proceeded to like 3-stock me, JV 3-stock me. But
ouch.
Meta Knight is a interesting character that should never be played in tournament, and that's just my opinion.
I started to, I don't know.
Well, not fresh off.
I've been playing Meta Knight a lot recently in For Glory, trying to get. I still think he's good. It's just players haven't adjusted to his new range. Like everybody
Yeah.
thinks he still has this crazy range where he can hit you from super far, but you just
Right.
gotta understand it's a little bit shorter now.
Yeah, he still got the strong chase game too. So
Yeah,
like
definitely.
the ground game, he's really a terror. It's just his aerial maneuverability is kind of like
Yeah,
sacrificed a
he's
little
even
bit.
still super fast. I think he's viable. It just people have to get used to him.
It's like
Okay.
he has to stick with the ground game a little bit more now.
Let me rephrase that then. My Meta Knight is not viable in tournament.
Okay, take it.
Yeah, someone said that they think Meta Knight's gonna get outclassed, and I kind of agree. Like I don't know,
Yeah,
his range just really makes it hard to get in on people.
it's like
Mhm.
you gotta work harder than you usually do. Think of it like playing as Cody in Street Fighter.
Even his
I
tornado is
gotta work
just
hard for those
his
matches.
tornado is just terrible
Right.
now. Like everything breaks tornado,
Oh
everything.
yeah, everything does now. Like what was it? Yoshi can like take him out of tornado with what is it? A jab? A jab? Really though, Yoshi? Really?
They put priority
um,
on that jab, man. Don't sleep on it.
yeah, which brings me to what I was gonna say. I loved the diversity of the characters that were at the Foundry. There wasn't a repetition of characters. I don't think that. I think the top 8 characters were Captain Falcon, Sonic, Jigglypuff. That Jigglypuff player, I was
Oh
watching
my
DJ. I was watching your match, DJ, and that Jigglypuff player just kept throwing out rests, and I was like, okay, he's a good player. He's a good player.
god.
But then he landed the rest on you, and I was like, oh god, what just
I was like,
happened?
oh no.
I was like, oh
Oh
no.
god! It was like I was like I was like I can't get rested. Like I can't. And then I made
Boom.
one. It only takes one. It only takes one
It takes
mistake.
one. It
It
only
only
takes
takes
one.
one.
Oh man,
And I made that
Yeah.
mistake,
free
and I
now.
was like, God damn it!
You know,
But
I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't make it out there because work had me working till the evening.
Oh
That would have been
yo,
something. That would have been a marvel to like behold. Just seeing all these people playing the game, funding, like just showing us the tech that they found. I want to see how he rested you.
hey
Oh,
man,
I
it's
can
it's that working class life, dude. Like it
right,
happens. But
definitely.
I didn't. I don't think did. I save that match. I'll have to see if I did. But
Yeah, make sure you check and see.
yeah, I'll check and see if I did because
I
that
want to
if
see how that happened.
yeah, I
Oh,
want to
I
see. I want to
can show you.
relive how that happened again so that I know what not to do next time. But yeah, it was just an amazing experience overall. I had a great time. I had a really good time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I wanted to hear how you felt about, first of all, the Jigglypuff matchup, since I know that he used Kirby and Jigglypuff, but it looked like Jigglypuff gave you more trouble.
Yes.
And, what was the next hardest character that you had to play at Foundry?
Um. What's funny is that a lot of the people that were there, a lot of my friends, like you guys included, play those characters.
Hmm.
So I really didn't feel like I had too hard of a time in terms of a matchup because I was pretty experienced with some of those characters already. Like my buddy Sal, who was there, he played Jigglypuff, and we played the game together since the E3 build.
Hmm.
And I know what he does with villagers, so I was able to I kind of know his play style, and it
Hmm.
didn't help that I also saw like a bunch of his videos that he posted on Instagram of what he would do with villagers, so I kind of knew going in what to expect. So I kind of had a really good idea of what to look out for and what not to get hit with, and all that stuff when it
Mm.
came to that matchup. But I guess the person that I guess I had a really hard time against, honestly, was Kirby. Um,
Ooh.
Really?
just
Wow.
because I don't really know anybody until yesterday that played
Hmm.
Kirby, so I didn't really know his buffs and what to look out for and what's really changed. Like, because like the Kirby's that I fought in For Glory weren't really good, so
Right, right.
I
Were
was
they just trying to do the brawl basics like camp
pretty
by jumping and back airing?
pretty much that's what was happening. And I'm like, that's not gonna work. I've got tools, so
Right,
it
right,
was
right.
so it's like I've got a lot of tools with the two characters that I play, so they're not hard matchups for me. But yeah, it was honestly playing a Kirby that knows what they were doing was really hard, and just because I know what not Palutena, but what I can't even think. I know what oh god, who am I trying to think about right now? Who is capable of doing X? Well, I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. But there was another character that I was like, I kind of have an idea of what to do against, but in the right hands, I don't know. Oh, Rosalina and Luma. There was a Rosalina Luma player, and I was like, she is scary. She's got a lot of really good options, and I don't want to get hit with any of them. So I just kind of had to play like keep away, and I kind of treated Rosalina like how I treated when I would fight against an ice climber. I would just get rid of Luma, like I would
Good
just try to get rid
mentality.
of him. Yeah, I
Very
was like,
good mentality.
just get rid of Luma because
I think
that's where the problems come.
I think the stronger problem now that makes it even more threatening is the fact that she can get that Luma back. So it's like you
Right.
only got a small window to get like Rosalina out of there, and it's already bad enough because her recovery is really good.
Yeah,
Her
and a lot of
recovery
her
is good.
moves stay out for her smashes stay out for a really long time.
They do,
So
they
Mhm.
really do.
so with that, I'm like, I have like when I was playing with David, and he was saying you probably should play a little bit more patiently, just so that you don't run into things. So I
Yeah.
had to kind of like really stop and be like, she
Yeah,
has a
matter of
lot of
fact,
range.
yeah, matter of fact, I actually got the honor to play a Rosalina player that was actually part of the Norcal Smash 4 group. We only got to play one game because David was asking to play right after that. But so he showed me some very scary stuff that you could do with Rosalina. Mostly by shooting Luma right off the platform or just right off the stage, and just do a short hop there. That thing spikes and it's scary.
Yeah.
Like yeah, all those setups, they're really scary to deal with, especially when you separate them in a good like space them pretty well. It becomes
Yeah.
like a really bad situation too, where you gotta like carefully get on, otherwise it's pretty much your stock is gone.
Yeah, and what was the scary part too was that Luma shot kills. Like Luma shot by itself, if you charge it enough, can
Yeah,
kill people.
fully charged can kill at like 110.
Yeah,
All of the smashes from Luma are stronger than from Rosalina herself. Like Luma smashes are way stronger.
Oh, speaking
yeah,
of which, the one, what was that one clip where Rosalina was her shield was broken and the guy was about to charge a smash. He was at high percent. Luma F like up smashed and killed him.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And that alone is basically why you get rid of Luma first. Or
yeah.
Chico, since the stream chat is basically saying it's Chico.
Rosetta and Chico. Yeah, yeah, man. It's
Chico top tier.
That Japanese version got it ingrained in us now, Rosetta and Chico. But yeah, that's who I really found myself having difficulty with, just because like she has that really good recovery, and I'm like, I've slapped this chick off the stage like 5 or 6 times, and she's still not dead. Because that's also in part because characters last a lot longer in this game, which is an adjustment to make for sure, but it's nothing that can't be dealt with. But yeah, that's who I really was like, oh shit, I gotta watch out for this.
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
but overall, like I feel like that I did really well. I feel like that I have a really good understanding of the game now.
Good. Very good.
Yeah, like I feel like I understand it really well. And again, like talking about uh, the guy that was the melee player that was there. Those fundamentals from that game transfers over. So I mean, like
Oh,
you have a fundamental knowledge of Smash. So I mean, it's
a lot of fundamentals come from every game, and I did
yep.
mention that Monday when I was being interviewed by James during the invitational, that like you basically get every single like fundamental, like the most important things that like they all merge into this game. Like
Hmm.
the Smash DI that you gotten from 64, the spacing and like the hard punishes that you get from melee,
Yep.
like, and then like just really good strong reading that you gain from Brawl, you just put it into this game.
Yeah, like there's a
And
lot of
then
stuff that
you
transfers.
basically, yeah, they're all in this game now.
I feel
So
like
it's
any game you play on a competitive level all transitions into whatever other game you want to play competitively. Like I played competitive Gears of War for a really long time, and I felt like Smash translated into that for me in terms of being like a really smart player and the whole decision making and things. And then what I learned from Gears transferred back over to Smash when I decided to play Smash again. I don't know, it's weird. Like,
yeah, it's the same coin for me when I came from Street Fighter. When I played a lot of Third Strike and just a whole lot of like using the right tilts to basically disrupt their movement of what they want to do. It's kind of like how I treated when I was still using Donkey Kong at the time. But now I'm trusting most of my tournament runs with Wii Fit Trainer. And I definitely gotta put a little bit of the Street Fighter essence into her to actually make her work. Speaking of which, was there any Wii Fit trainers out there at the Foundry?
There weren't actually. Not that's what I was surprised about too, because she's good. But again, I think because what David said before, how she's not really a popular character, so people don't really know her kit, so people aren't really playing her. But she's amazing. She's really good.
I definitely should have been there then.
Yeah, you definitely should have been there.
Yeah. Oh well. Next week maybe.
Yeah, it's looking like they're gonna do it every week. I think they posted again saying, join us next week for whatever to get the local tournament scene going.
Yeah, so next week is a little weird because they're not doing it on Tuesday, because next Friday they're doing an event for Extra Life, the charity foundation.
Oh yeah, the charity. Yeah,
so
I heard about that from a friend.
So they'll be open 24 hours both for Thursday and Friday. So they're not doing anything on Tuesday to kind of get in preparation for Thursday and Friday. So definitely go out Thursday or Friday, which is better for me in this, working class life. So I can definitely swing something like that. But yeah, I definitely want to try to be there again for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, so let's see. It's 10:20. We're only about 30 minutes in, but let's kind of look and see what people are talking about in the chat.
For some reason, the chat is for some reason the chat is talking about all the different black smashers.
Yeah, yeah. If so,
well, we are basically in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
most of them are from the Bay Area.
Trevante didn't know DeBuzz was black, apparently.
Trevante, I'm ashamed of you.
Yeah, and somebody was asking if I was black. I'm certainly black. If you're not looking at the stream, then you would know.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, is it her picture?
If you could look at my picture, you can see that I have like 10% black in there.
Like everybody here is of color.
Oh wow,
this is hilarious.
Where did James?
I don't know. I don't know if you could tell by Scourge's picture, but he is indeed black.
Fun fact, very fun fact. 99% of the Sonic mains are all black.
Yeah, they are actually.
That is actually. Oh my god. Yeah, that's hella funny.
Back in Brawl at least, I remember when you housed like 10 Sonic players for Genesis.
I housed Malcolm, Shadow Fiend. Oh man, I'm gonna forget his name and I'm gonna feel really sad. But there was another really good Sonic player from down south, I believe SoCal. But
Shadow Fiend was the homie. What happened to him?
That's a very good question. What happened to that guy? I know that Malcolm switched to Wario. Shame on him.
Yeah, I remember that too.
What made him stray away from the blue blur?
I was using Ike while we were at home, and I just kept hitting him with forward tilt, and he was like, I need to play another character like you do. So he played Wario, and then he just bought me, and I was just like, okay, I don't want to play you no more. I'm playing Sonic. Leave me alone.
Hey guys, there's this one streamer by the name of Bad Shark just gave out a really interesting question. I want to see how you guys have an answer for it. I have a sort of meta question. How do you guys think about the game when you play? Is it just reactionary? Is there specific things in your opponent that you deliberately try and to read first, or is it just implementing a game plan? Just
I think
how does somebody like that take into it?
I think the game is definitely reactionary sometimes, but if you just really pay attention to how people play this game, a lot of people have the exact same habits. Like, you don't try to read people right off the bat when you start, but if you pay attention to their movement, eventually you'll a minute in, you start getting the reads. You'll notice that people always roll away from you when they miss something, or just little things. I think it's just picking up on people's habits. You just gotta watch people. For me, at least, I just watch.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of people watching. Well, except for watching people, it's watching the character and their movement. Silent Spectre did tell me how he became so good. And it was just a whole bunch of easily reading the habits or knowing when to go in. I asked him, how do you get the knee so many times in Melee? It was just knowing what they're gonna do next. If they get knocked back, they're gonna jump with them, hit the knee. repeat.
Yeah, and I think
So
that it's a. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, finish.
oh no, it's just those kind of reactions that like the payoff too that trades off with that is now you're getting in their head, and now they actually have to like re-strategize with how you're playing. So now they gotta. It's like trading off. Like I gotta read you, now you gotta read me. You know, it's a back and
Yeah,
forth kind of battle.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I mean, again, we were talking about how things transition from other games. Again, like I've been playing fighting games competitively for a very long time, so there's just some things that I just know like natively from playing fighting games for such a long time. I usually when I'm facing a character that I don't know, I tend to play a little bit more defensively. So I tend to back up, and I tend to try and bait to kind of see what they do.
Right.
And then I can start to kind of get a read on how they play, and I start to remember patterns over a set of time. So if I get hit with a combo, and I'm like, okay, I know not to get hit with that again, and what am I going to do to not get hit with that again? So there are some things that are on reaction. So on reaction would be when somebody whiffs. That's definitely like now, like immediately on reaction is when stuff like that comes into play. So, for instance, when I'm playing Zero Suit Samus, like if I'm playing somebody that I don't know, or if I know somebody that plays a character that's going to like dash in, like immediately, like if I'm playing Sheik or if I'm playing Sonic or something like that, I'll tend to bait with neutral B because I'm like, if you dash at me and you don't jump, you're gonna get hit and you're gonna get zapped and then you're gonna get grabbed. So it's like, all right, well, I'm going to bait you and see what you do and how you react to that. And then I'm like, okay, well, if they're going to do this, then I know that my character has X to deal with Y. So it's weird. It's part reactionary and it's part like I don't know. It's weird.
I'd say that other part is just character knowledge. Like, how much do you know your character to know what you can do to counteract what they are doing?
Right.
You know. So, like, let's say, same situation. If I were to see Sonic charge at me, and I know I have a fully charged Sun Salutation, or at least a little bit of its charge, that can cancel out the roll, which I probably should have been doing now. So I wouldn't be losing so badly.
Can I just say that you can't do that to Sonic, okay? Because Sonic can cancel everything known to mankind. So
oh, I know that you play Sonic so well, and props to you for doing so well. Now, by the way, you should probably get that first place medal.
I went quiet because I was trying to remember the guy's name, which is too quick. I literally went to All Is Brawl, which is no longer called All Is Brawl. It's called Nintendo Dojo. So shout out to them changing the name.
Oh, really? I heard somebody talking about
Nintendo Dojo now.
Wait, hold on. So Neil changed the name?
Yeah, he changed the name. It's Nintendo Dojo. It looks kind of nice.
It looks better.
Yeah, I mean, I have it on like blue because obvious reasons. But yeah, it looks nice and it has Baby Daisy on there, which is always an ego boost because Baby Daisy the best, Daisy the best. But I'm not gonna say anything to DJ because he might have to fight.
You might as well. You might as well just settle it in Smash. Oh,
right. We will. I'm actually gonna train up my Daisy so that I can play him later. But on topic of the the metagame and how to deal with it, a lot of the things that I do is based on reaction, and like what everyone else was saying, if I do see a pattern, if someone does roll a lot, I'm just gonna sit there with a fully charged forward smash. And majority of the time, people roll into it because they're so used to rolling, and the way that the game plays, people are rewarded for rolling. Like it heavily favors people who roll.
Only online, though. Seriously.
Exactly, but I mean, like even sometimes in local play, like if you ever really the connection is like flawless, people will still roll, and sometimes it's very difficult to like catch them. For example, Link back rolling to the edge of the stage to get a better advantage. But if you notice these patterns and you can prevent them from doing it, and some characters just deal with situations a lot better. Some characters like Palutena will cover both options if they roll, or options if they jump. You can react to it. and some characters are, they're better at keeping stage control, like Robin or Zero Suit Samus, who can keep stage control and keep you where she wants to be. Um, it's going to develop over time, definitely. The metagame, it's still in, I want to say, infant stage.
Absolutely.
I know
Because
Japan is kind of rocking us, or rocking a lot of people right now. I call it online, when you get to Japanese players, it's called Japan tier to me. Japan
Right.
tier is where basically you're going to get bopped. Um, though sometimes they're not used to lag because they have such good connections over there. So when it does happen, they're also just as confused.
Right.
Long story short is that I think if you want to do really well in this infant metagame, create your own kind of playstyle, create your own kind of approach. Like, I literally have just been messing around with Little Mac just to see how to deal with him in the future. And I just found out that Little Mac can wall jump. What?
Yeah, he can. I found that out
Yeah, yeah.
playing Smash Run.
Why? Why can he wall jump? This just like changed my whole outlook on Little Mac being bad. I mean, now he's like semi bad. Actually, I really like Little Mac, but we're not going to talk about Little Mac quite yet.
Forget that character.
That character is amazing.
No, it's not. It's
And-
not about Little Mac. It's about Little Macchiao.
Oh man, somebody else was saying that at Foundry. They were saying Little Macchio.
It's a running trend. I'm gonna keep it going.
I was gonna say I don't think it's really I don't think the game is really based on character matchups yet. It's just all players trying to understand each other. Like if in a match of two people playing, if one of them is looking for the other person's habits and the other one is just playing, then the person looking for the habits is gonna win. Like
Yeah.
it's it's nothing about character matchup yet. It's way too early. It's just the smarter player is gonna win right now, and that player could probably use almost any character in the game and have the same result because they know what the other person is doing.
I wouldn't say every character.
Well, I mean, a
every
majority
player.
of the cast.
No, I mean, like if you have like a solid ground of like fundamentals, I feel like you can play any character just right. Like, or use the moves that pretty much dominate the game.
Yeah,
Or for them, it makes them shine. In other words, like if you knew that Peach can float cancel, well, good for you. You know how to play the character to an extent to control the air, right? Or
Right.
if you knew how to do the wall of pain with Jigglypuff, then good for you. You know how to play jigs.
I actually don't agree with that. I agree that I mean, for example, Jeff, Silent Spectre. I told him to play Little Mac. He's never played Little Mac before. He destroyed me. Only because he was reading everything I was doing.
Oh, yeah,
And-
that's solid fundamentals right there.
Exactly. So, I mean, it doesn't really have to do, like, with knowing all these advanced techniques. I don't think you really need to know all these advanced techniques to really flourish in the game. Sure, I mean, it's going to be great, like, shield canceling with Sonic, or, like, float canceling with Peach. But a really good player just looks for those habits, like we were talking about. They just look for them. If they know that you're going to jump into something, they'll have something prepared for it. And players who risk it all and go for the bravest of everything. Like, I call it the bravest of reads and the bravest of like forward smashes.
So they get
Those
the brownie
things-
points.
They get people go for style points all the time. I mean, like, look at Nintendo in the East Coast. He kind of just goes for stuff just to go for it.
I think he also created a group based on style points.
Well, I mean, look at that. So, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. But I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. So my opinion personally is just, if people are good at catching those habits, I think they'll do a lot better, and they can pick up any character,
Right.
even if they don't really understand the character straight away.
Yeah, I completely agree with that because I can kind of attest to that myself personally. I was at a Japan Expo a couple of months ago when that was going on, and I was like, I'll take my GameCube controller and I'll play a couple rounds of Melee. Like, well, I'm there, sure, why not? Hadn't played this game in a minute, and I was playing this kid who clearly has really good dexterity, and he knows like the events that he can wave dash and all this other stuff and blah 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 whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I just have, even though I hadn't played that game in months, I still have those solid fundamentals because I play a lot of fighting games, period.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I have a lot of fundamentals when it comes to just understanding a game, period. So for me, whenever I am in a situation where I'm like, oh, I'm not intimidated by that. I'm not intimidated by someone that knows how to wave dash and like L cancel and all this other stuff. But like, you're still gonna get bopped because I'm reading you. Like, you're doing all these things, and then also when you SD off the stage by doing this advanced tech, I'm like, to me that crushes your entire credibility. It's like great for you that you physically know how to do these motions to get this result to come out on screen. But if you can't apply it, it means nothing.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
how can you implement to your game to make you even more lethal? You're just showing off.
We've been to a bunch of like really big tournaments where they're hosting Melee and Brawl together back in the day, like in San Diego or whatever, Winter Game Fest, and I'll walk over to the Melee TVs just to play some friendlies, and I'm decent. Like I feel like I'm pretty technical, but of course there are players who are way faster than me, and we're playing and I'm beating them, and they're just doing all this crazy fancy shit, and I'm just reading them, and then I beat them, and I'm like, oh yeah, good games, and they're like, oh yeah, what's your name? You entered, right? I'm like, oh no, I'm here for Brawl, and they just look at me so crazy. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't really play Melee.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like it happens plenty of times.
Yeah. Solid read. So yeah, like the people that are really dangerous are the ones that know the advanced tech and can apply it, and their game is on point and they're flawless. Like that's what you need to be scared of, and that's who you need to be watching. But
those are basically the top 8.
Exactly. That's your top 8. So
everybody else that pretty much has a good handle on like fundamentals, you can see them do fairly well, probably get into top 16.
Yeah.
But to really get to that extra push to hit top 8, you're gonna need to do a little bit more research.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just spin to win. I spin to win.
Says the blue blur.
I spin with every character. I spin with Lucinda. I spin with Palutena. I spin with everybody. That's how I roll.
Yeah. So I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh God, are you gonna?
No. We're not doing that. I don't mean to put you on the spot,
Wow.
Shingo. But why don't we talk about your Wii Fit trainer? Let's talk about that, since we didn't really get to see anybody play as her during the tournament, and you are like the one that's been very vocal about Wii Fit trainer and her viability and all that stuff. So
you're gonna put me on the spot right now, huh?
Yeah, I'm totally putting you on the spot. We're kind of going with this kind of like free-formed show today. So yeah, I want to hear about it. Tell me about it. Tell us about it, rather.
So what I like about Wii Fit trainer is that, she's very underspoken. Not many people use her. Like people have used her in the demo, sure. Like they had fun playing with her. She's got a fun kit. Her range, however, is not the best compared to everybody else. But she's have a lot of ways to deal with that, and she's got the projectiles to make up for it as well. She's got all these quirks to make her like kind of annoying, and like, it makes you wonder, should I even go in? Because you get punished a bit, and she's got some really nice combos to go along with it. Most people didn't know about her side B actually spiking, and I've caught a couple of people with that as well, and that's set up to some really classy looking combos. I also did it to somebody online.
Wait, what is her side B?
Her side B is a volleyball.
Oh,
and
okay.
the volleyball has a lot of cool like niches to it. So the side B, you can actually choose to make it the volleyball hit off early. You can actually choose to hit it early, or you can just choose to let it rock automatically. You also have the option to air dodge during the startup, to just drop the ball, and that puts you in a free fall state. Yeah, but the thing is, you can also hit that ball afterwards. Now, also note that anybody can actually hit the ball as well, so it becomes their possession. Kind of like how DDD's Gordos, if you hit it, then it becomes your possession, and they can hit you with it. So the ball is a good disruptor, and it's a good edge guarding tool. And I use that mostly for people who like are easy to read. I know that they're gonna jump, so I use the volleyball to hit them. Kind of disrupts their chances of getting back onto the stage. It really works against Little Mac because they like to do a horizontal recovery. So I hit them, and basically they make no way of coming back.
You were so right about that. Like, I played as her a couple times in For Glory because I'm like, she's cool. I want to, because I really liked her in the E3 demo, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna main her. And then I'm like, but my waifu was so good, so I kind of like put her on the back burner. But when I was playing her, I noticed that I was able to really use the soccer ball to kind of like keep people out. So
Yes.
so especially with like you were saying against Little Mac, it's a
It
very
was
good tool.
It's a really good go-to tool, and
Yeah.
she's got some good projectiles. Her specials are really good. I'd like to get onto that now too. The rest of her specials.
Yeah, go for it.
Her down B deep breathing. The first time you use it, it comes really fast. It's like a little mini game that you have to play in order to reward yourself with a heal, just like maybe 1% or 2% heal, and then you also get a damage and knockback boost. And that's the primary thing you really have to do if you want to ensure a kill off of somebody in this game, because some of her moves don't really kill until you actually get that initial boost. Uh, though I have to say her smash attacks are pretty strong. Mainly her up smash and her forward smash. They're really strong, but they all have some really, like, I'd say pretty long just startup. They take a while to actually come off. But once you actually hit somebody with it, it sends them pretty far off, so you can actually set up for a definite kill, such as Sun Salutation and the soccer ball. I had to get corrected by the chat because they actually called it soccer ball. And then yeah, that the Sun Salutation that comes out pretty fast, and you can pretty much spam it like a projectile, like how Sheik can spam needles. What I like about the Sun Salutation is how it can basically heal you even if it whiffs at full charge. So you kind of want to use that also if you're like high on health. It's probably useless once you hit like 120%, but like it'll keep you in a percentage ratio where you won't get hit. Like if you get hit by something, you won't be like that much in danger. Oh, and another one, the up B. Kind of pretty much people sleep on it to use as an offensive move, but it can edge guard pretty well. Uh, I think I remember using that against David's Falco. David, you remember that?
Which move?
The up B when you were trying to recover. I used
Oh
the
yeah.
yeah, I used the up B and it pretty much gimped him off of that stock. Yeah, it's got light knockback, but that knockback kind of puts you far away
I just
from
think
anything.
Wii Fit Trainer is super annoying if you play her that way. Like she could just be really irritating to play against. If you play the keep away game at least.
If you play the keep away game, yeah, she's pretty annoying. Me, I kind of go in for the. I like to try to see if I can trade with the opponent at least.
Nice. Is there anything else that you think people should know if they're looking into maybe trying out Wii Fit Trainer as a possible
Try
main?
to try to like be like try to keep the spacing game, right? Try to space your opponent while also like just charging up your Sun Salutation. Always at least have one fully charged Sun Salutation every time before you go in, or at least try to slightly charge it before you start throwing out your neutral A. Neutral A combo is really good to set the pace for your match. Not only keeps them grounded, but it basically sets up for a lot of things. What you really shouldn't be doing with that is trying to hit them while they're grounded, because your smash attacks are actually reduced in knockback, so they don't really send them far as they normally would. So what I usually do as Wii Fit trainer, I basically wait for them to wiggle out, and then I start. I get a setup from that. I actually get a nice combo off of it too. Um, James, you can attest to that. You got hit by the A combo, wiggled out, got hit by the back end of the fair, got spiked, and then F tilt combo.
I love that. He's like, James, you
Yeah.
got bopped by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk about
He got bobbed by it, but he still won because he's got a better Sonic.
it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
the
only
Wii
win
Fit
because
trainers. Wii Fit trainer's still working. So.
James only
Yeah.
wins because he's the fastest thing alive. We've known this since Brawl.
we've known this since Brawl that I only win because I charge forward smash and people run into it. Unfortunately.
Oh, yo,
Yes,
shoutouts
unfortunately,
to shoutouts to Bandit walking into like constantly walking into that every single
Oh,
match.
yeah.
When I was
Oh,
watching
yeah.
you guys play, it was crazy.
He
Yeah,
would like
dude,
put out
I'm
the
really impressed
gyro.
with that. Yeah, I'm really
Sorry, go ahead.
impressed with him. I'm really impressed with the way Bandit played. Like, yeah, he just like took the villager to a level that I never knew he can like really like surpass. Like he made me think twice about running into like a seed.
Yeah, you guys had me spooked. I was like, man, Bandit just bopped my friends. He's about to bop me next.
You managed to
no, see,
escape that
we kinda-
horror.
Yeah, we kind of cheated Bandit out of this because if we wouldn't have told you about that tree, I think you
No,
would have got.
I already
wrecked
knew about
pretty
the
bad.
tree.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
already
James.
knew.
I think we should have never told him about that.
Yeah, I'm starting to think about that.
The tree would not have stopped me. It was like just as soon as you plant the seed, I just back up. Just like you already know. You know, I knew what the tree does because I play villager.
Like I knew what the tree did, but the problem was Sonic is so fast he'll run into it anyway.
Yo,
I'm
Twitch.
It's like you
get out of the
you
tree.
want to hit the brakes, James. You
Twitch
want to hit the
said,
brakes so bad.
Twitch said
But-
Sonic got nerfed in this game. No.
No.
No, I
Okay.
don't believe that.
Can I say something to that, please?
You
Can
most
I
certainly
actually
can.
say something to
You
that?
most certainly can.
Um, to everyone that is like trying to jump on Sonic, I highly recommend playing him. The reason why is you will understand the frustration that all the Sonic mains had from Brawl. You still SD like crazy. You have to actually follow through. Sonic is one of those characters who he can combo you to like 100, and then it's like,
How do I kill?
seriously. Yeah, exactly. It's like, how do I kill? And that's where, Sakurai and his team thankfully went ahead and gave him the tools to actually do that. Back throw kills, forward throw kills, up smash. Oh god, up smash is god smash to me as well. Up smash,
Down smash can kill.
down smash can kill characters that
Sonic
have
got
really bad.
that Fox down smash now.
He's got that
Yeah.
Fox Falco, blah, Fantastic Smash. That's what I call it, the blah one, and Pierre calls it the forward smash, that throw up smash. But that throw up smash. But yeah, he's got some interesting moves, and he can combo really well. But the problem that I see people play with Sonic, because I run into a lot of Sonics on Floor Glory, and I played a couple Sonics. Who kind of are just like, oh, you beat me with Sonic. Sonic's not that hard, and they switch to Sonic thinking they'll do really well.
And
Sonic can get jabbed out of his spin dash, not spin charge, spin dash. Spin charge, as DJ learned, can go through taser.
That's so
as soon
lame.
as I figured it out,
Good job being the test dummy, DJ. Good job.
Oh, yo, I'm here to help.
Oh,
like
that's
Sonic
not it.
You
spin
will
dash
be
is-
you will be honored for your services.
His little spin thing just does things that it shouldn't be doing, like running over
Right.
bananas.
Exactly. I was gonna say that's not it. David learned that
Runs over
spin
sun salutation.
can run over bananas, and it can trade with banana. Spin dash can't trade with banana. Spin dash just
It's
like sits
basically-
there and it's like, no. So spin
It is
charge
how it is.
buffed, definitely really good. It's
It's a better
it's
projectile.
something that exactly. It's a better projectile. It trades with projectiles, and it eats one hit before clashing with the opponent. So if you have Falco's laser and you clash with it once and he hits you again, of course you're gonna get knocked out of it. But Spin Charge is buffed. Up Smash has invincibility frames at the startup of it. So if you are watching someone on the ledge and you want to edge guard them, just charge Up Smash and throw it out. That's how I usually get a kill on people. Sonic is in no
it works
way
like
nerfed
90%
at all.
of the time.
So,
Oh yeah,
if you want to be a pro Sonic player, spin dash everywhere until they have like 90%, and then
F smash.
stand in the middle of the stage and fully charge your forward smash. They'll walk right into it every single time.
They'll walk right into it.
that only works for me. Okay, it only works for me. That is the only thing I have going for me right now. Is that like one time in every match against somebody, they will just run into it.
And it's happened consistently over the years since 2008. Ever since Sonic was put into Smash, the Smash series, he's been doing charge F Smash, and people would like just dive right into it, whether it's tripping or they just walk right into it.
Twitch actually meant Sonic's taunts got nerfed, not the actual character.
Fun fact:
his taunts did get nerfed.
If Sonic
his F Smash got nerfed because he doesn't say go anymore.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. His side smash, taunt. I was watching a video. Apparently, someone did side taunt, and Little Mac did the KO punch, and it didn't even hit Sonic.
What?
It literally just did not hit Sonic. I didn't understand what happened. I had to watch it like 5 times, and I guess Sonic.
I'm gonna go into the lab.
This is probably something to bring up in the next show. I didn't even think about this. There was some new advanced technique about Little Mac doing his KO punch out of shield. It was like, basically, however many frames it takes to drop your shield, whatever this new tech was like half the amount of frames it took to get out of shield to do it. So it was like really fast. It was a really faster option to doing the KO punch. I don't remember exactly what it was. I saw it on Twitter. I gotta find it again and link you guys later.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Actually, doing things out of shield in this game seems more rewarding than ever before.
Shield is OP. If you want to win, just stand there in your shield.
Good.
Basically,
like shield and let people do stuff.
Like, there's a lot of characters that have some really good up Bs. Samus, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Charizard's got a good up B. That thing has super armor,
and it kills. It kills really early.
It definitely kills. I can actually be I can be a victim to that because it happened to me earlier. Because Ebola hit me with that. Yeah, if you guys know about Ebola, he was at the Invitational. He KO'd me with that uppy.
He got me.
I'm so mad at Ebola.
I don't know why he went with that name and why you allowed it.
I'm mad about that name, though. I'm mad about
Don't question it, man. Oh, speaking of which, stream chat, if you want to actually get this friend, Ebola's friend code, it will be posted in the Facebook Norcal Smash 4 group later.
Why would you do that?
I don't promote
Why would
this.
you do that? Please don't do that.
I promote this.
I would promote that at all.
It's basically the biggest test to see if you will catch Ebola.
I legit tried to get him to change his name before starting to play For Glory and everything. He didn't want to do it.
Everybody has to fight against Ebola.
I'm so sorry, chat, but I
am so sorry, but you are losing to Ebola.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't support this.
I don't support this. This is a special guest kind
of. This is the first Smash game he's playing competitively, and he's decided to go with the name Ebola.
This is like the biggest. This is like the biggest shock in like Smash history.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on that. Yeah, I don't want to.
Anyways, let's get back to what we were going on with.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think it's necessary to have just a solid main or have a secondary as well?
I think because there are so many good viable characters in this game that you need to have 2. I think you need to have 2.
I'd like to extend on that. Is the cast has 49 characters to really just play and just go in at it, right? So I think to just go up on that, I think it would be nice to have like 4 characters that you know how to play very well, and just like just to cover all your weaknesses, because you know they all do have one viable weakness. So like for me, it just like be Wii Fit trainer, and if that doesn't go very well, I got Little Macchiel to back me up, or I got a Pocket Diddy Kong. I've also gained a little bit of trust into Robin. That's the one I've been secretly putting in the lab, but I'm not gonna put him out.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I feel like most people would be fine with one solid main. Well, maybe that's just me because I play Diddy Kong and like the banana graveyard has been piling up lately.
I can't believe you just said that.
Well, it has been picking up dust in the forums.
I haven't noticed any matchups that specifically are really, really hard for Diddy. Like, I even played Lucian's Rosalina, and probably definitely the best Rosalina I've played, but it didn't feel like a terrible matchup. So
Right.
I haven't.
It's just the player, right?
Yeah, it's all about the player. Even when I played Bandit's Villager, like that's probably a bad matchup, but still, it's not that bad. Like it's doable. And unlike Brawl, where Falco would just completely dominate Diddy, he's not going to do that here again because we don't have chain grabs. So, yeah, I don't know. I think one really solid main can pull it off.
Yeah, speaking of which, though, do you feel like this game could be more of like a character kind of matchup or a player kind of matchup? Because everybody plays their characters like really differently.
For now, like I said earlier, it's all player matchups. It's just people playing people.
Like, yeah,
it's not going to be like there's not really because
it's yeah.
It's too early and everything is too inconsistent and everybody's just still discovering new things and until we have a really really huge tournament where lots of players get together and videos get posted everywhere, there's not going to be very many play styles until
and
then.
I feel like we're not going to see like the really good players until the Wii version comes out.
Well, yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. The really good players are kind of in this Smash Cast right now, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not trying to say that you guys aren't like bad or anything. You guys are like one of the best players I've ever faced, and I can say that with chin up, held high.
I mean, a lot of the.
I'm just saying, there's a couple of people that I know that could really do very well in this game, but they just decide not to play the 3DS version.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that a lot of the people who are planning to be competitive in this game aren't even playing yet. So
yeah,
the game is gonna change once the Wii U comes out. Everybody who didn't play the 3DS version can easily just read stuff online and catch up within the day or two, and it's not going to be that big of a difference. We're just having fun.
Yeah. So. This time I've been saying it like even before the game came out. I'm like, this is the time now to experiment, play with the roster, see who you like. Like just don't give a shit about like your rankings on For Glory or whatever. Like it doesn't even matter. Like
it's gonna be like useless later on.
Exactly. Like just play the game. Like just play the game and figure out what it is that you like and what you don't like. And
play around, experiment.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So
yeah, Palutena.
That's my whole thing.
Yeah, I'd say Palutena is not bad. I'm sure James would like to talk about that a little bit since everybody's bringing.
Oh yeah, who said Palutena was garbage? Who said that?
I said that Defaultina was but I said that she was complete ass. But she's not. She's not after what I experienced.
I was pretty sure we were talking about it in like our secret chat about how everyone kept saying Defaultina was bad, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go prove you guys wrong. And so
then you played Palutena.
And then I played Palutena, and I was playing with David, and I was showing him that God Smash.
Wow.
God Smash.
Yeah,
and then I decided to play him in tournament, and I did really well. Or to play her in tournament, I did really well. And then in some matches, I was just like, no, this needs Sonic. So, Palutena is a great character if you have the patience and if you have the reads.
Mm-hmm.
Which are like the two biggest keys to being good at this game. So just get
there
patient
you go.
and get patient and start watching people.
Yeah, absolutely.
A whole lot of just watching. You know, a whole lot of research. Just do your research, practice up on your craft. You'll be getting up there with the rest of them.
Yeah, like just play the game. Like that's really the whole thing. Because there's a whole lot of what about this and what about that? It's like, well, you're not gonna know until you really get in there.
You don't it's not really good to just get discouraged about like how you're doing now. Just think about how you'll be doing in the long run. You're not gonna be staying at this. You're not gonna be plateauing in this spot where like, man, I'll never be able to like read this guy. I'll never be able to hit that F smash. You'll be getting there. It's just a matter of time. You just gotta put more time into it. How much dedication are you gonna plan to put into this game that you'll be able to get to that level?
And I think you should all, like, everybody should be saving the replays that they lose. Like, I know everybody
Yeah.
wants to save
Yeah.
the wins and the cool stuff, but save replays when you lose. Like, when you just solidly lose, and watch it a few times and try to figure out and understand why you're being hit, or watch moments where you got hit by dumb things and when you shouldn't have done this or shouldn't have done that, and it'll really help understand what you should do next time and what you shouldn't be doing, or just to mix things up. Saving the losses would help a lot.
You gain a lot of knowledge in defeat. So you just take that loss and study up for the next time you actually run into that matchup again.
Twitch, I think most of the cast seems viable for the most part. I haven't really played a character where I'm just like, wow, this character just feels like straight booty.
Yeah, I haven't run into any of them either, actually. I think the only one I've yet to confirm is like really good is probably Fox. Like
Yeah,
I've run into
Fox is
every
good,
character
though.
now. Yeah, I've ran into every character except Fox, but from what you guys have said, maybe Fox is pretty good.
I think
Fox is amazing.
the only character I've messed with and didn't really like is Olimar. Olimar just feels strange to me in this game, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be good.
I think it looks awkward in this game just because those Pikmin are running at 30 frames per second.
Hey,
when everything is like 60.
that shark actually talking about Falco. I actually just uploaded a really good Falco video to the Smash 4 group. If you want to check it out, I ran into J-Man in For Glory, which is a professional Fox player in Melee. And I've been playing a lot of Falco recently, having a lot of fun with him, but it's a really good match. You should check it out. I think Falco is viable. I think the only reason people don't like him or aren't giving him a chance is because he can't laser anymore.
David has played yeah.
So yeah. Check out that video.
His back air comes out so fast. His back air comes out almost instantly.
It really does. I don't like it.
It's like I died to a grounded back air by David. It's not funny. That shit came out so fast. Excuse my French. Or my Tagalog in this case.
I'm so bad at that.
I'm hella mad at you too for that.
No, I'm hella mad at you putting this picture. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. I just went to your Facebook and took the best one.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Oh, that's good stuff. Let's see. Well, we are. Wow, we're at an hour. I guess we can. I'll look real quick just to see if there's any questions in here.
Yeah. Any questions, guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just a really chill section. I mean, of this podcast. It's not that. I wouldn't mind going over. It's kind of just like questions from the chat, right?
Yeah, definitely. I don't mind. I've got all the time in the wild.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing still too. Bad Shark. Once the better characters start getting understood more and played on higher levels, they probably will start outclassing people, or other characters.
You start to see that now more and more as people how they all used to be on that Bowser bandwagon, the Bowser army. You start to see less and less of that character nowadays.
That's kind of true.
From what I've seen, I haven't seen a Bowser in For Glory in the last week.
The first
the only
45
Bowser I
minutes
saw in For Glory was Count, and he kind of bought me.
Oh yeah, that Bowser.
People aren't playing Bowser anymore because in order to play Bowser successfully, you have to be patient and you have to be getting the reads. Because if you're overly aggressive, people are just gonna constantly punish you out of their shield and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the first 45 minutes of the show were basically talking about Wii Fit Trainer a little bit, and DJ and Scourge talked about the Foundry tournament that was hosted there.
Yep. We didn't talk about where we all placed. Where did you come in second, Scourge?
He did come in second.
Yeah. James has the second place curse.
James sounds so depressed.
It really is a curse right now, but I did really well. I am very satisfied with where I placed.
Your time to hit Golden Sonic, Supersonic, it will come, James. It will come.
I was just really pleased, but I was also very scared because the Jigglypuff player almost took second, guaranteed. It was 2-0 in my favor, and then he got a really good rest in the third game, and he got a really good rest in the fourth game. And so I was really nervous But then, like I said, everyone runs into a fully charged forward smash, so that's how the last game ended.
So it's pretty much the same coin, so like you run into a rest. Oh, by the way, did he use that crouch tech that most people have just found on the
Hold
internet?
on.
Where it's like
Somebody
they
said.
crouch,
I'm sorry.
they crouch, and then they
What
do
happened?
down.
Hold on. Somebody says since Twitch made it farther in the bracket than Scored, does that mean Twitch is better, Sonic?
Oh shit!
But I would just like to state that Scourge was actually disqualified from the losers bracket, so that we can move it onward and try to get it done with, even though it's not done still.
Actually, me and DJ
Leave
actually
it to-
decided to drop out.
And I just realized who was saying that, and it's AD. Hi, my name is AD. So
Hi.
AD, shoutouts to AD, the big yiff of NorCal, mainly Lucario
Big.
representing. Just wanted to throw that out.
I'm so
Pokemon
mad at
Master,
AD
man.
right now.
What are you talking about?
Well, Kurihito's not around anymore, so it's all up to AD to carry on the legend.
Oh man,
The Lucario, the power of the aura. It's now in your
I may
hands.
play Lucario just for Kurihito, just for that. Where did
You know-
DJ place? I could have sworn
I-
DJ placed really
I
well.
thought DJ
I
got
was fifth.
yeah, I was like DJ got fifth, didn't he? That's that hype
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got fifth, which I was like, yay! Because like I was like, I feel like I'm doing pretty good, but I didn't want to like get a big head about it. I'm like, I think I'm doing okay this time. This is good. I'm playing people
You
in
did
person.
amazing. I was watching those matches, and you were doing amazing. You were going in. I have to say, you've improved so quickly in such a short period of time. It's baffling at how good you've gotten. So props to you, definitely.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm just like, people are like, oh, don't do this. I'm like, okay, I won't do that again. So I don't.
What the hell?
I try not to, and then I just been watching, a bunch of videos, just seeing what people are doing, and I'm like, all right, I got your number. I see what this is all about.
I just want
Yeah.
to say I don't know what kind of microwave AD is sporting over there, but he just said somebody was probably using the microwave. That's why we lagged. Like AD might be on some kind of new smart microwave technology that we're not aware of yet. That's
So
eating
what
up
is
his
this
bandwidth.
advanced tech? when
That's
you're
some
playing
different shit right
online.
there.
This is how you get the upper hand, folks. You just turn on the microwave.
I don't know. I'm legit dying off that right now.
Yo, microwave Johns. Microwave Johns.
It's the micro hack. Just
Nice.
It really is.
Oh man.
advanced tech for glory. If you want to hit that 100% in 50 wins, that's how you do it. Microwave.
That trucker is saying, are we considering smaller Wi-Fi tourneys? I guess after the feedback after the experience that we've had with this Wi-Fi tournament, I don't know where we stand on that.
I feel
like Wi-Fi tournaments should like actually not be existent, but more like have it like a season. Like you know how they did it for AIB back when it was still running. They'd have like a season kind of thing go on where like the person who hit the most points within a given week or so would get rewarded.
that would be cool if we had the system to make it work, which would have to be like
we
implemented
do now.
and like spread out.
But we
have the
David, we
technology.
do though.
Well, Nintendo
We-
Dojo is gonna run a ladder again, so everybody's gonna be on that. But to answer the question, if are we planning on hosting smaller Wi-Fi tournaments? No. I think I'm gonna cap it at 60. No, yeah, because I want as many people to play as possible because I know a lot of people always want to play. Like the tournament over on Sunday could have had like 90 entrants, but I capped it at 64 just for the sake of having a clean bracket and not a bunch of buys and weirdness going on and confusing people. So what's gonna happen next Sunday?
AKA the what was that called? The Axis.
Yeah.
The Axis.
So
incident?
what's gonna happen next Sunday is that I'm gonna have a lot more people helping me, and we're gonna implement some new systems, and it's gonna work out. It's gonna be a lot smoother, and hopefully there won't be as many DQs and stuff like that.
Those Dairy Queens, man, they were getting people.
Hey David, are you dead?
Dairy Queen's too strong, man.
Yeah.
Dairy Queen is too strong.
What else? What I was gonna
David,
say
you
is
there?
that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is David there? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Kind of went a little quiet there.
What I was gonna say is that now that we know all this Brawl or Nintendo Dojo is up, I mean, we could try and see if that
the latter would
They
work.
ran tournaments really well, and they would basically just host rooms where people could talk in there and get friend codes and things like that. So I will investigate
Yeah.
to see if we could do that again, because those tournaments ran really well, like really well when I played them with. Shout outs to Perfect Cell.
Yeah, I can see the same
That-
for
that
me
was
because
my
I
doubles
did that
partner.
too. I participated in one of those.
Yeah, and I know Sean participated a lot in those tournaments as well, so he'll definitely be familiar with it. We can definitely try and use that as a way to run the tournament smoother, just to check it out.
Yeah, that would be nice to experiment with.
Whoa. Oh, it just went
Yeah,
super
it just
quiet.
got.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
it just went quiet.
There we go.
That's
That's all good.
because the coach is I don't know what the coach is doing. They're currently no yeah. See, so we can
My
definitely
bad.
do this right now.
I'm reading stuff. That's why. But yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah, it's definitely about that time. So
Yeah,
we're
look at the times. We're 15 minutes past.
yeah. So it's a really
We're
good
about
time
to
to
get.
close out.
Yeah, we don't want to get scolded by the Smash Mom.
Yeah, but all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again for another NorCal Smashcast. You know where to find us. Find us on Facebook. Join the community if you aren't already a part of it already. Follow us on Twitter at NorCal Smashcast. The A is replaced with a 4, so follow us on Twitter. Get involved in the community if you haven't already, which I think pretty much everyone in this room already is. So continue to post videos. We want to see what you're doing, what new tech, what things you're discovering, all the good stuff. Yeah, find all of us on Twitter and just keep chatting with us in the community. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And I hope everybody has enjoyed the show.
Thank you very much for having me onto the show, guys. It's been a
Oh,
pleasure.
Oh, for sure.
And I really appreciate what you guys are doing for the community, trying to get us a little bit more in tune with the hype that is Smash.
the hype that is NorCal Smash.
That is NorCal Smash.
But yeah. Good night, everyone.
Everybody have a good one. We will see y'all next time.
All right, peace and love,
All right,
folks.
later, guys.
Later.